It's been a while since I've been up here, but hope you're doing well. Um, I didn't know how to start this video off because you already know what's happened. You read the news, you seen the headline, seen the thumbnail. Akira Toriyama has passed away. Um, a lot of things I feel like have happened, in the past year of like very influential figures just being here and then leaving us. Unfortunately, that is how times go, you know. And I'm not going to be one day here to hop on. It's like, oh, he did so much. I mean, he did. He was a probably one of the most influential figures of the past decade, or not past century, like 1980 84, I think was Dragon Ball started, to like seeing the impact now, like before I was even born, 40, 50 years of like history, just being able to inspire other mangas, be able to like that's crazy, you know. Not a lot of people live in this world that are able to impact like the world truly and like profoundly change it in a way that people can like resonate with and also like understand. Like even the greatest figures in history are like kind of remembered sometimes, but also forgotten pretty easily in a lot of people's ways. And I think Akira Toriyama definitely makes it kind of, even though people talk about his media or like his Dragon Ball. No, Dragon Ball honestly opened the gate for a lot of Western like people to understand like what anime is, what anime could be, what stories could be. It is a rendition of a Journey to the West, like an older novel, but it is on itself stands on its own because what it is unique. It's art, it's fights, it's story, it's telling, it's good versus evil, it's characters. It has everything that you really need in the story, and that's why you see that's why over the decades it has stayed as a staple, as much as like people talk about like Super or Kai or any other form of it, it has stayed the test of time and longevity is it's a testament to how great it is. And I ain't gonna say like I'm like a huge biggest Dragon Ball fan. I am, but I know I like stories. There's stories that I like better than it, of course, but it is within my heart. It is my childhood. I mean, a lot of us can probably resonate with talking about growing up watching Dragon Ball or like playing the Budokai or Tenkaichi or any other form of Dragon Ball. It's been around like the culture, especially if you're black or Hispanic. I feel like you know the series just a little more. It's a little bit more integral to like your being. I feel like you watched it like as a child, but as an adult, like playing those games, Tenkaichi 3, you remember the Raditz mini game. It's like I can't do it. Like you, it's like you and your cousin's like, fuck, I can't. I don't know, man. I can't fucking do it. Here, take it, try shit. And then you get it. You finally understand it. Or doing the sword pulling movie of Tenkaichi 3, trying to get up there, or just reading the manga from the beginning of Dragon Ball to end of Dragon Ball Z. Such a formative experience. Or even newer fans that watch the movies like Battle of F or Super, which in itself are still great to watch. Like I remember when Super was coming out, like people were like, "Oh my god, new Dragon Ball!" Everybody's always hyped when new Dragon Ball comes out. Like we're seeing the fights. People talking about just a meathead manga. Nah, it's deeper. It's deeper than rap for sure. It has more than just like a fight. It has like a storyteller. Like Goku's battle against evil. It seemed like an eternal struggle of just life and death. But all I'll just say is, yeah, rest in peace to Akira Toriyama. You definitely affected me. It feels like I had to like say something. I've watched Dragon Ball, and it definitely made me just get into manga and anime, and like on a really I think about like maybe like that and Togashi's Yu Yu Hakusho. When I was younger, my mom used to work at like Hardee's, and she brought home toys when we were younger from Yu Yu Hakusho. I was like, "What is this?" And I remember getting the toys and watching the show. She hadn't watching the show at that time, and then watching Dragon Ball at the same time. So it was like the first two form like foundational anime that I really watched, and like with my siblings and brothers and sisters. So it's like it's heartwarming, but also like I cherish it to those memories. But I'll say it's Akira Toriyama. You always been a part of my life, in every facet. Even if I've outgrown Dragon Ball to some extent, I've had Dragon Ball surrounded with me. Like people talk about Goku, talk about the battles with friends. Oh, who could be Goku type shit, you know. Still one of the fastest narratives in the anime community or like in the world largely. Like, man, you can't really get that type of impact just by just making one good story. It's like a trial, like a testament to like how good your story is to be talked about like that years. I know my friends and like family members that have like younger children. They're like, oh, we gotta get them to watch Dragon Ball. We gotta get them to watch like the series to see how they like it. Just as a starter. But yeah, it is a sad day because it doesn't feel like It's really real. Like, damn, I lost him. I lost Miura. I mean, even like his peers, like Kishimoto and Oda, are like talking about him. Like, damn, You really inspired me for everything. Like I am without you, these would never even other mangas would never exist. So you think about like that type of like zeal and just like inspiration is not really you don't really find that type of stuff. Like this is a rare occasion where somebody did something so amazing that generations of people can always look back to it. And maybe he knew that or somebody knew that, but you can tell from like the outcry of the fandom was but like the world is mourning or respecting like oh Toriyama died. Like bow your heads and respect. Like the master is gone. So hey, if you ever see them, say you respect his family, I'll wish them the best. Honestly, so like I know he had a son. I'm not sure if he had any other family members and a wife, but whatever's going on, hopefully they have like good funeral procession. And honestly, like I know there's so much Dragon Ball media. It's crazy that he is passing during the time where I feel like it's a resurgence to Dragon Ball came back again, like with of course Super from like 4 or 5 years ago, and then like the new game Sparking Zero is coming out later this year, and then Daima was a trailer, which is the last work that he actually really touched. So we're still getting like a lot of content, or like not content, a lot of art and just his creations, and that's the only thing we can hope for, to see it like seen in the best light, and I know this is a long video. I'm kind of yapping this one, but I'm sad, man. It's a terrible, it's a sad day to see like something like that happen. Like, um, I remember when me, you were, I was just like, I was like, wait, like, what are you talking about? Like, this guy's like, you think these people are like immortal in some sense, but everybody is still human. They still have that tangible side of life where death is inevitable for a lot of things, or for humans anyway. I mean, I don't know why I say like humans, like there's other beings or some shit, but it's just like a crazy way to think about it. You don't only think about your mortality in that way, I guess. But damn, it's just a reminder like this all reminder like damn, as much as things are going in the world, damn. I don't know what I'm going with that thought, but I just wanted to say that out loud. Like, thank you, Victoria, for all that you've done in my life, my friend's life, my family's life. Like you've inspired me. Like there's people that have like even like a crazy attachment to Dragon Ball where they were on that shit. Like, of course, like people that make like YouTubers or streamers or anybody, like they have like such a probably different connection. When they play the games, they've been around it. They've read the manga. I've read the manga of Dragon Ball, and, like everything's that he's put out. But it's a unreal connection to see like your idols kind of fall, like die in that way. Like in a way, I was like thinking about tearing up. I was like, damn, man, this is just it doesn't feel real. But tis grief, where everybody is having like a better day, we can all pay respects. You haven't watched Dragon Ball or haven't read the original Dragon Ball, I highly encourage it. Not because he's possible, but it's just such a great story to like read and understand. And then like, there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with it. It's like it's solid. Like much people like try to like come about it. Like Dragon Ball has like no depth, but I think what he shines is like his paneling, but also his characters don't have to. You don't have to. He shows without telling you. You like motivation characters like he shows like how they would work in the world or how like a Goku or Vegeta or like a Piccolo like we don't have to like get every internal dialogue on like why good is good or why bad is bad. It's just it is and isn't type shit. Like watch the fights. See how they choreograph. There's people that probably can do a better job explaining those type of things than I can ever do. There's I'll try to link I think Total Live Mark and other YouTubers and like people know just way more. But for what it's worth, thank you, Toriyama Sensei. But hey, y'all be easy. Have a good day. This is a random video. I feel like I have to say something during this moment. Like, feels weird not to say like anything else, but never respect his man's legacy. He is the real OG of like manga. Like him and Osamu Tenku kind of have like heavyweight titles for like inspiration for like most modern manga today. And can't say it. You know what I want to do? I do want to do a. This makes me want to do like a whole history of like manga. Honestly, it's fascinating to see how much things have changed, how much inspiration has gained from other series. But that may be in the future. Like, don't hold me to it. If you guys want to see it, let me know in the comments down below. But let me know how you're feeling. Tell me your favorite memory from like Toriyama, like your favorite Dragon Ball memory, like anything. I want to connect. I want to understand more. I want to see you guys like show out. But hey, I'll see you next one. Thank you for watching and have a good rest of your day.
He's the one for me, and there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To the finish line, everywhere you look,